त्रैलोक्य तिमिरापहां त्रैलोक्य तिमिरापहां दीपं समर्पयामि सभी लोग ले लो दीपम. Everyone take the light. आपन आपन नाम नमन करके in our minds we call our names as we do offering of naived prasad. शर्करा खंड का धानी
दधि क्षीर घृतानि च आहारं भक्ष्य भोजयं च नैवेद्यं
प्रतिगृह्यताम्. ओम श्री गणपति देवता नैवेद्यं समर्पयामि. बोलो
ओम श्री गणपति देवता नैवेद्यं समर्पयामि.
गणपति देवता की जय. कर्पूर गौरं करुणावतारं संसार सारं भुजगेन्द्रहारं सदा वसन्तं हृदयारविन्दे भवं भवानी सहितं नमामि. भवं भवानी सहितं नमामि. कर्पूराजकं समर्पयामि. गणपति देवता की जय. We now continue with bhajan and kirtanam dedicated to the divine in the form of Ganesh. Bhajan been offered by Sita.
जय 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 गणनायक.
गौरी नंदन गजवदना गौरी नंदन गजवदना गौरी नंदन गंगाधर शिव शंभो नंदन We continue to glorify the divine in the form of the Devis, Durga, Lakshmi or Saraswati Mata. सर्वमंगलमांगल्ये
शिवे सर्वार्थसाधिके शरण्ये त्र्यंबके गौरी नारायणी नमोस्तुते।
या देवी सर्वभूतेषु
शक्तिरूपेण संस्थिता
नमस्तस्यै नमस्तस्यै
नमस्तस्यै नमो नमः।
ॐ गिरिजायै विद्महे शिवप्रियायै धीमहि
तन्नो दुर्गा प्रचोदयात् तन्नो दुर्गा प्रचोदयात्।
दुर्गा माता की जय। माँ लक्ष्मी ओम लक्ष्मी करोतु कल्याण आरोग्य सुख संपदा मम शत्रु विनाशाय दीप ज्योतिर नमोस्तुते। सिद्धि बुद्धि प्रदे देवी भुक्ति मुक्ति प्रदायिनी मंत्रमूर्ति सदा देवी महालक्ष्मी
नमोस्तुते।
नमस्तुते तु महामाये श्रीपीते सुरपूजिते शंख चक्र गदाहस्ते महालक्ष्मी नमोस्तुते। महालक्ष्मी नमोस्तुते। We continue to glorify the Divine Mother by chanting verses from the Vedas. Om Hiranyavarnamarinim Suvarnarajtastajam Chandram Hiranyahi Lakshmi Jatavedo Maava Tam Ava Jatavedo Lakshmi Manapagamini Yashyam Hiranyam Vindeyam
कामस्वं पुरुषानहं गन्धद्वारां दुरादर्शां नित्यपुष्टां करीषिणीम् ईश्वरी सर्वभूतानां स्वामिहो भवे श्रियम्
ॐ महादेव्यै च विद्महे
विष्णुपत्ये च धीमहि
तन्नो लक्ष्मी प्रचोदयात्। लक्ष्मी माता की जय। शुक्लां ब्रह्म विचार सार परमा आद्यां जगद व्यापिनी वीणा पुस्तक धारिणी अभयदां हस्ते स्फार्तिकमालिकां विदधतीं पद्मासने संस्थितां वन्दे तां परमेश्वरीं भगवतीं बुद्धिप्रदां शारदां या कुन्देन्दुतुषारहारधवला या शुभ्रवस्त्रावृता या वीणावरदण्डमण्डितकरा या श्वेतपद्मासना या ब्रह्माच्युतशङ्कर प्रभृतिः देवै सदा वन्दिता सा मां पातु सरस्वती भगवती निशेषज्ञानव्यापः निशेषज्ञानव्यापः। सरस्वती माता की जय। We continue to glorify the Divine Mother by offering chandan, pushpam, dhup, deep or naivedya. Trikhand chandanam divyam gandhadyam sumanoharam milepanam
surashreshta chandanam pratigrihata
chandanam samarpayami
chandanam samarpayami
malyadini sugandhini मालिक्यादीनि वै प्रभो मायाहिर्तानि
पुष्पाणि पूजार्थं प्रतिगृह्यताम्
पुष्पं समर्पयामि
पुष्पं समर्पयामि
वनस्पतिरसोद्भूतो गन्धाद्यो गन्धौतम् अग्रेय सर्वदेवानां धूपोऽयं
प्रतिगृह्यताम्
धूपं समर्पयामि
धूपं समर्पयामि
साजं च वर्ति संयुक्तं वहिनायोगितं मया दीपं गृहाणदेवेश त्रैलोक्यतिमिरापः दीपं समर्पयामि
दीपं समर्पयामि।
सभी लोग ले लो दीपम। Everyone take the light. We call our names in our mind as we make the sankalpa prasad. आपन नाम नमन करके प्रसाद संकल्प करो। शर्करा खंड का धानी
दधिर्षीरघृतानि च आहारं भक्ष्यभोज्यं च नैवेद्यं प्रतिगृह्यताम्
नैवेद्यं समर्पयामि
नैवेद्यं समर्पयामि।
Shakti Mata ki Jai. We continue to glorify the Divine Mother with Bhajan and Kirtanam. I need you to go. Go back, par karo. Par karo. Okay. You're going forward instead of going backward. पार करो मेरा बेड़ा भवानी, पार करो मेरा बेड़ा।
पार करो मेरा बेड़ा भवानी, पार करो मेरा बेड़ा।
पार करो मेरा बेड़ा भवानी, पार करो मेरा बेड़ा।
पार करो मेरा बेड़ा भवानी, पार करो मेरा बेड़ा।
छाया घोर अंधेरा भवानी, पार करो मेरा बेड़ा।
छाया घोर अंधेरा भवानी, पार करो मेरा बेड़ा।
गहरी नदियाँ नाव पुरानी,
गहरी नदियाँ नाव पुरानी,
दया करो माँ आज भवानी।
दया करो माँ आज भवानी।
सबको आसरा तेरा भवानी, सबको आसरा तेरा। पार
करो मेरा बेड़ा भवानी, पार करो मेरा बेड़ा।
बोलो।
पार करो मेरा बेड़ा भवानी, पार करो मेरा बेड़ा।
एक नजर माँ कर दो,
प्यार की एक नजर माँ कर दो।
लूटे पाप लुटेरा भवानी, लूटे पाप लुटेरा।
पार करो मेरा बेड़ा भवानी, पार करो मेरा
बोलो,
बेड़ा।
पार करो मेरा बेड़ा भवानी, पार करो मेरा बेड़ा, पार करो मेरा बेड़ा भवानी, पार करो मेरा बेड़ा, पार
करो मेरा बेड़ा भवानी,
पार करो मेरा बेड़ा। शक्ति माता की जय। We continue to glorify the divine in the form of Sri Ram. बोलो, Sri Ram.
श्री राम,
Sri Ram.
श्री राम,
Sri Ram.
श्री राम।
जय रघुनंदन जय सिया राम,
जय रघुनंदन जय सिया राम,
जय रघुनंदन जय सिया राम,
जय रघुनंदन जय सिया राम।
हे दुखभंजन तुम्हें प्रणाम,
हे दुखभंजन तुम्हें प्रणाम,
हे दुखभंजन तुम्हें प्रणाम,
हे दुखभंजन तुम्हें प्रणाम।
जय रघुनंदन जय सिया राम,
जय रघुनंदन जय सिया राम,
जय रघुनंदन जय सिया राम। रामाय रामभद्राय रामचंद्राय वेदसे, रघुनाथाय नाथाय सीताय पतये नमः, सीताय पतये नमः। श्री राम राम रघुनंदन राम राम। बोलो,
श्री राम राम भरतागज राम राम, श्री राम राम रणखर कश राम राम, श्री राम राम शरणं भवतां राम।
श्री रामचंद्र भगवान की जय। As we continue to worship the divine Lord Rama, we'll have bhajan by Pandit Manoj, Ram का भजन।
राम नाम से तूने बंदे क्यों अपना मुख मोड़ा। राम नाम से तूने बंदे क्यों अपना मुख मोड़ा। दौड़ जाए रे समय का घोड़ा, दौड़ा जाए रे समय का घोड़ा।
सीतावरी रामचंद्र भगवान की जय. We continue to glorify the divine in the form of Bhagavan Krishna. वसुदेवसुतं देवं कंसचाणूरमर्दनं देवकी परमानन्दं कृष्णं वन्दे जगद्गुरुं मूकं करोति वाचालं पङ्गुं लङ्घयते यत्कृपात्वं वन्दे परमानन्द माधवं श्रीकृष्णाय वासुदेवाय गोविन्दाय नमो नमः। सच्चिदानन्दरूपाय विश्वोत्पत्त्यादिहेतवे तापत्रविनाशाय श्रीकृष्णाय वयं नमः।
श्रीकृष्णाय वयं नमः।
कृष्ण कन्हैया लाल की जय। As we continue to offer puja to Bhagavan Krishna, we'll have bhajan dedicated to Krishna Bhagavan by Dhruv and Rudra.
हरि सुंदर नंद मुकुंदा हरि नारायण हरि ओम।
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 हरि केशव हरि गोविंदा 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 हरि नारायण हरि ओम।
हरि सुंदर नंद मुकुंदा हरि नारायण हरि ओम।
साजं च वर्ति संयुक्तं वहिनायोगितं मया दीपं गृहाण देवेश त्रैलोक्यतिमिरापहा। सभी लोग ले लो दीपम। हरि सुंदर नंद मुकुंदा हरि नारायण हरि ओम।
हरि सुंदर नंद मुकुंदा हरि नारायण हरि ओम।
वनमाली मुरली धारी गोवर्धन गिरिवरधारी।
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 नित नित कर माखन चोरी गोपी बलहारी।
नित नित कर माखन चोरी गोपी बलहारी।
आओ रे गाओ रे गोकुल के प्यारे।
आओ रे गाओ रे गोकुल रास रचायो रे।
आओ रे नाचो रे रास रचायो रे।
आओ रे नाचो रे रास रचायो रे।
नाना सुगंधि पुष्पाणि यथा काले भवानि च पुष्पाञ्जलिं मया दत्तो गृहाण परमेश्वर।
हरिसुन्दर नन्दं कुन्दा हरिनारायण हरियो।
हरिसुन्दर नन्दं कुन्दा हरिनारायण हरियो।
हरिकेशव हरि गोविन्दा हरिनारायण हरियो।
हरिकेशव हरि गोविन्दा हरिनारायण हरियो।
हरिसुन्दर नन्दं कुन्दा हरिनारायण हरियो।
हरिसुन्दर नन्दं कुन्दा हरिनारायण हरियो।
हरिकेशव हरि गोविन्दा हरिनारायण हरियो।
हरिकेशव हरि गोविन्दा हरिनारायण हरियो।
हरिनारायण हरियो। हरिनारायण हरियो।
हरिनारायण हरियो। हरिनारायण हरियो।
हरिनारायण हरियो। हरिनारायण हरियो।
हरि सुंदर नंद मुकुंद
हरिनारायण हरियो।
कृष्ण कन्हैया लाल की जय। We continue to glorify the divine in the form of Pavan Putra Hanuman. मनोजवं मारुततुल्यवेगम्
जितेन्द्रियं बुद्धिमतां वरिष्ठम्।
वातात्मजं वानरयूथमुख्यम्
श्रीरामदूतं शरणं प्रपद्ये। श्रीरामदूतं शरणं प्रपद्ये।
Pavan Putra Hanuman ki jai. We continue to glorify Hanumanji while Pandit Ravi and Pandit Tiwari continue to do puja to Hanumanji. We shall chant the Hanuman Chalisa and then we'll continue bhajan kirtan. How do you feel this morning? Are we feeling normal or we do something exceptional? Abnormal. Exceptional. Hanuman Chalisa. श्री गुरु चरण सरोज रज।
श्री गुरु चरण सरोज रज।
निज मन मुकुर सुधारि ओ रामा।
निज मन मुकुर सुधारि।
वरनौ रघुवर विमल जसु। जो दायक फल चारि। बुद्धिहीन तनु जानिके।
बुद्धिहीन तनु जानिके। सुमिरो पवन कुमार ओ रामा। सुमिरो पवन कुमार।
बल
जय, पवन सुत हनुमान की जय, सियावर रामचंद्र की जय शरणम।
I need to hear you. राम सिया राम जय जय राम।
रघुपति राम राजा राम।
ओ जय हनुमान ज्ञान गुण सागर,
जय कपीस तिहु लोक उजागर। अतुलित बल राम, अंजनी पुत्र पवन सुत राम। महावीर विक्रम बजरंगी, कुमति निवार सुमति
नाथे रोग हरे सब पीरा
जपत निरंतर हनुमत वीरा
संकट से हनुमान छुड़ावे
अट क्रम वचन ध्यान जो लावे
सब पर राम तपस्वी राजा
इनके काज सकल तुम साजा
और मनोरथ जो कोई लावे
सोई अमित जीवन बल पावे
चारों युग प्रताप तुम्हारा
प्रसिद्ध जगत उजियारा
संत के तुम रखवारे
असुर निकंदन राम दुलारे
अष्ट सिद्धि नवनि के दाता
असवर दीन जानकी माता
राम रसायन तुम्हारी पासा
सदा रहो रघुपति के दासा
तुम्हारे भजन राम को पावे
जन्म जन्म के दुख बिसरावे
अंत काल रघुवर पुर जाई
जहाँ जन्म हरि भक्त गाए
और देवता चितन धरई
अनुमत से सर्व सुख करे
संकट कटे मिटे सब पीरा
जो सुमिरे हनुमत बलवीरा
जय 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 हनुमान गोसाई
कृपा करो गुरुदेव की नाई
जो सतवार बात कर कोई
छूटहि बंदी महासुख होई
जो या पढ़े हनुमान चालीसा
कोई सिद्धि साखी लोईसा
दास सदा हरि चेरा
जय नाथ जय महादेवा
जय नाथ जय महादेव पवन तनय संकट हरन
पवन तनय संकट हरण
मंगल मूर्ति
मूर्ति ओ रामा मंगल मूर्ति
राम लखन सीता सहित हृदय बसहु सुरभु सियावर रामचंद्र की जय उमापति महादेव की जय पवन सुत हनुमान की जय सियावर रामचंद्र की जय शरणम पवन हनुमान की जय. And we will now have bhajan dedicated to Hanumanji by Ravi Ramchand. While Ravi is approaching the microphone, please chant with me.
बसिया रे, प्रभु मन बसिया रे। राम नाम बसिया रे, प्रभु मन बसिया रे। पवन बुद्ध हनुमान की जय।
मंगल मूर्ति राम दुलारे, आन परायव तेरे द्वारे। हे बजरंग बली हनुमान, हे महावीर करो कल्याण। हे महावीर करो कल्याण।
राम दुलारे, आन परायव
कल्याण। पवन बुद्ध हनुमान की जय। Now we focus our minds upon the divine, the form Mahadev Bhagwan. Everyone, please sit upright. Feel our intentional breathing. Be conscious of the fact that we are breathing. Relax the facial muscles. Smile. मुस्कुराना ही है. Everyone smile. Come on. Om Namah Shivaya. बोलो. Om
Namah Shivaya.
Om Namah Shivaya.
Om Namah Shivaya.
Om Namah Shivaya.
Om Namah Shivaya.
Om Namah Shivaya.
Om Namah Shivaya.
Vande Devamapadim Surugurum.
Vande Jagatkaranam.
Vande Pannagabhushanam Vigadharam.
Vande Pashunam Patim.
Vande Surya Sasanka Mahinayanam.
Vande Mukunda Priyam.
Vande Bhakta Janarsayan Chavaradhanam.
Vande Shivam Shankaram.
Vande Shivam Shankaram. Vande
Shivam Shankaram.
Har 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 Mahadeva. Har 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 Mahadev. Bolo.
Har 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 Mahadeva. Har 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 Mahadeva.
Har 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 Mahadeva. Har 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 Mahadeva.
Har 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 Mahadeva. Har 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 Mahadeva.
Namah Shivaya, Namah Shivaya, Namah Shivaya, bolo Namah Shivaya,
Namah Shivaya. Namah Shivaya. Namah Shivaya. Bolo Namah Shivaya.
Hare Hare Mahadeva, Hare 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 Mahadeva.
ॐ नमो भगवते रुद्राय ॐ नमस्ते रुद्रमन्यवः उतो तैखवे नमः नमस्ते अस्तु धन्वने बाहुभ्यां मुतते नमः या ते इखु शिवतमा शिवं बभूवते धनुः शिवा शरभ्या या तव तया नो मृड रुद्रमिडयः या ते रुद्रशिवा तनूरघोरा पापकाशिनी
तया नस्तन्वा शन्तमया गिरिशन्ताभिचाकसीः जामिखुङ्गिरिशन्तहस्ते बिभयस्तवे शिवाङ्गिरित्रिताङ्कुरुमाहि गुंसेः पुरुखं जगत शिवेन वचसा त्वा गिरिशाक्षा वदामसि यथा नः सर्मिज्जगति यत्कुगुंसुमनासत ॐ यस्याङ्के च विभाति भूधरसुता देवापगामस्तके भाले भालविधुर्गले च गरलं यस्योरसि व्यालराट् सोऽहं भूतविभूषणः सुरवरः सर्वाधिपः सर्वरा सर्वः सर्वगतः शिवः शशिनिभः श्रीशङ्कर पातु माम् ॐ श्री भगवते साम्ब सदाशिवाय नमः आवाहयामि स्थापयामि पूजयामि ॐ नमस्ते रुद्रमन्यवः उतो तैखवे नमो बाहुभ्यामुतते नमः या ते इघु शिवा त्रिवतमा शिवं बभूवते धनु शिवा सरभ्या या तव तया नो मृड रुद्रमिडया या ते रुद्रशिवा तनूरघोरा पापकाशिनी तया नस्तुन्वा शन्तमया गिरिशन्ताभिचाकसीः जामिखुङ्गिरिशन्तहस्ते बिभयस्तवे शिवाङ्गिरित्रिताङ्कुरुमाहि गुंसेः पुरुखं जगत शिवेन वचसा त्वा गिरिशाक्षा वदामसि यथा न सर्मिज्जगति अक्ष्मगुंसुमना असत अधिवोचदधिवक्ता प्रथमो दैव्योऽभिखक अहंस सर्वान् जम्भयन् सर्वांस्यातु धान्यः असो यस्ताम्रो अरुण उत बभ्रुः सुमङ्गलः एचैन ग्वंरुद्रा अभितो दिशु श्रिताः सहस्रशो वैखा गुंहेडयीमहे असो यो वसर्पते नीलग्रीवो विरोहिता उतैनं गोपा अदृशन्नुदहार्यः उतैनं विश्वाभूतानि सदृष्टो मृडयाति न नमो अस्तु नीलग्रीवाय सहस्राक्षाय मीढुषे अथो ए अस्य सत्वानो हन्तेभ्यो करन्नमः प्रमुञ्च धन्वनस्तु भयोरार्त्योज्याम पराता भगवो बप अवतत्य धनिष्ठवगुं सहस्राक्ष सते खुदे निशिर्य शल्याना मुखास्यो नः सुमना भव विजयं धनुः कपर्दिनो विशल्यो बाणवा उत अनेसन्यस्य आय्खव आभुरस्य निखङ्गधिः याते हेतिर्मिढुष्टमहस्ते बभूवते धनुः तयास्मान् विश्वस्त्वं यक्ष्मया परिभुज नमस्ते अस्तु अस्त्वान्धुयानात्ताय त्रिशवे उभाभ्यां मुत्ते नमः बाहुभ्यां तव धनमने परिते धनमनो हेतिरस्मान् विडक्तु विश्वता अथो यायखदिस्तवारे अस्मन्निधेहितम्
रत्ने कल्पितमासनं हिमजले
स्नानं च दिव्याम्बरं
नानारत्नविभूषितं मृगमना मोदाहितं चन्दनं जाति चम्पकबिल्वपत्ररचितं पुष्पं च धूपं तथा दीपं देवयानिधे पशुपते कल्पितं गृह्यता सौवर्णे नवरत्नखण्डरचिते
नित्यं तथा शास्त्राङ्गं प्रणतिस्तुतिर्बहुविधा एतत्समस्तं मया सङ्कल्पेन समर्पितं तव विभो पूजागृहाणा प्रभो आत्मा त्वं गिरिजामति सहचरा प्राणशरीरं गृहं पूजाते विषयोपभोगरचना निद्रा समाधिस्थिति सञ्चार प्रलयो प्रदक्षिणविधि स्तोत्राणि सर्वागिरो यत् यत् कर्म करोमि तत्तदखिलं शम्भो तवाराधनं शम्भो तवाराधनं ॐ करचरणकृतं वा कायजं कर्मजं वा श्रवणनयनं जं वा मानसं वा परागं वीतं वीतं सर्ववेदक्षं स्वं जय जय करुणानिधि श्रीमहादेव शम्भो नमः शिवाय नमः शिवाय नमः शिवाय।
जय शिव शंकर नमामि शंकर शिव शंकर शंभो जय शिव शंकर नमामि शंकर शिव शंकर शंभो
गंगाधराय हर हर भोले नमः शिवाय
गंगाधराय शिव गंगाधराय हर हर भोले नमः शिवाय
नमः शिवाय नमः शिवाय हर हर भोले नमः शिवाय
नमः शिवाय नमः शिवाय हर हर भोले नमः शिवाय
नमः शिवाय नमः शिवाय हर हर भोले नमः शिवाय
नमः शिवाय नमः शिवाय हर हर भोले नमः शिवाय
सोमेश्वराय शिव सोमेश्वराय 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 हर हर भोले नमः शिवाय
नमः शिवाय नमः शिवाय हर हर भोले नमः शिवाय
नमः शिवाय नमः शिवाय हर हर भोले नमः शिवाय
हर हर भोले नमः शिवाय
हर हर भोले नमः शिवाय
हर हर भोले नमः शिवाय
भोले नमः शिवाय
हर हर भोले नमः शिवाय
उमापति महादेव की जय. Let me invite everyone at this time to participate in pranayam and then to be followed by meditation. Everyone, please sit upright wherever we are. Thumb and forefingers must be touching like this. Back of the palms resting on the knees. Relax the body. Sit upright. Feel your breathing. Feel the power of this pranayam, the breath of life. We shall breathe in and out together 6 times. Slowly we shall breathe in, and slowly we shall breathe out. In the process of breathing out, we shall chant Om. All together in. Together, let us chant the Panch Akshara mantra. That is the 5 syllable mantra. The syllables are Na, Ma, Shi, Va, Ya. Always starting with Om. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. Om Namah Shivaya. Together let's chant the Mam Mrityunjaya mantra, also known as the Trayambaka mantra. Om Trayambakam Yajamahe Urvarukmiva Vandanat Mrityor Mokshe Mamritaate. Om Trayambakam Yajamahe Sugandhim Pushti Vardhanam Urvarukmiva Vandanat Mamritaate. Om Trayambakam Yajamahe Sugandhim Pushti Vardhanam Urvarukmiva Vandanat Mrityor Mokshe Mamritaate. Om Namah Shivaya, Namah Shivaya, Namah Shivaya. For the next few minutes, we meditate in silence as we contemplate the Divine Lord, whatever form, call the name in our minds. If we cannot identify with a particular form, listen to our breathing and be focused upon that as you meditate. Krishna Murari ji aankh base
मन भावे
Krishna Murari ji aankh base man bhave. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. बोलो
हरे कृष्णा
सब लोग तालियां.
हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे
Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.
हरे रामा हरे रामा राम राम हरे हरे
Krishna Murari ji aankh base man bhave. Krishna Murari ji aankh base man bhave. Aankh bhase man bhave. You exist in my eyes at all times, O Lord. Wherever I look, all I can see with these eyes is your presence. Today we want to take on a new subject for discussion on our weekly discourses. We've just finished the subject of positive attitude. Today we want to talk about something a little more contemporary, something that we are all engaged in, but we may not be conscious of how much engaged we have been, and what is the impact in our lives. But before I come to the subject, I want to tell you a little story. There's a story about Midas' touch. The man whose name was Midas, and he prayed to God that he will have the touch of gold, that whatever he touches becomes gold. And so it was granted that Midas had the touch of gold. Whatever he touched, all of his clothes became gold. His books, his house, all of his vehicles, everything became gold. And he was so, elated. Well, look, I have the Midas touch. Anything I touch will become gold. And he's about to eat. He touches the food, it becomes gold. He touches the water, it becomes gold. He touches his children, they become gold. His wife becomes gold. And he's got a very cold situation, although it's all gold. The world is not only wanting gold or wealth and possession, because if the world was all about wealth and possession, what happened to the human emotion? What happened to the human experience, the human interaction? We are actually moving into an age where we all will become like Midas. And this age is called AI age, the age of artificial intelligence. We are all engaged, and we don't know it. Our cell phone could turn on our stove, the washing machine, turn off the light, turn on the light, open the garage, turn on the stove, cook the food. We just need to stay in bed. We can order groceries from our home, and they will display all the products. We'll see it, pick it out. An automated machine will pick up the groceries, pack it. An automated vehicle will deliver to our door. We won't even have to get up to pick it up. It may be automated, transferred into our kitchen. What a wonderful world. We don't have to do anything. We become useless. And we move into the state where we are used less. And the less we use ourselves, the more we become ill. Because the human body and all of its faculties is intended to be active, to be meaningful. If it is not active, then it comes to a state of decay. The mind, the eyes, the ears, all of them must be utilized. God was the great architect who created this vision, this being, and gave it all of the cognitive faculties and the internal faculties, and said there needs to be constant activity, nurturing movement, activity, what is called karma. Without karma, without activity, then there is no need to exist. Many of us are looking towards the day when we will have to do nothing, everything will be done for us, and we just lay in bed and vegetate. Is that what we want? Is that why God has given us this knowledge so we can create artificial intelligence? All of man's invention is supposed to make man's life easier, but yet our hospitals are filled and overflowing. Our government cannot seem to come to a decision. Our schools do not have air condition. Our children don't know if they're going to school or not going to school. And we have all the most highest form of technology. But we have missed the basics. We are eluding, we are fooling ourselves by thinking it's all in technology. Now I'm afraid to use my cell phone. I'm afraid to use it because I don't know what is being recorded and who's seeing me, because the thing can actually see what you're doing. And all of the technology companies have been gathering data for the last 50 years. We didn't know this, of course. And now they're using this data to tell us what we will be eating next week. By virtue of what you buy at the grocery store, you use a credit card, they know your purchasing pattern. They know exactly which day you'll come to the supermarket. They can actually deliver the grocery and say, you need spinach today because you eat it every Thursday. Is that what we want? Do we not want to leave anything to this human interaction? You know, when COVID came along, it was a wake-up call for many things. It showed us as human beings that we need to interact with each other. When we were all locked away and people say, oh my God, I can work from home. I don't have to go to work. I can stay in my pajamas and I can go to work and nobody will see. People got tired of that very quickly.
People got bored and inertia stepped in. Children wanted to get out and go to school. They didn't want to stay home, although all children wanted to stay home. Now they want to go back to school. All of these are signs that all mankind do not become a victim of this new technology or your desire to have everything done for you. God has given us the ability that we must do things for ourselves. My message over the next few weeks is how we can utilize this new technology and still utilize the gifts that God has given us to be a person, to be a human being, to be caring, understanding, forgiving, compassionate, to be present, to be active, to be engaged. If we do not do any of these things, then we are not human. We are becoming what we are trying to create, the robotic world. We will become the robots. Many of us are. Have you not seen a gathering whereby 5 children or 6 children are sitting together? Their family has been invited to have dinner, and the grown-ups are sitting in their chairs, and they've got their cell phone, and their children in their chairs, and they've got their cell phone, and everybody's there, but nobody's looking at each other. They're all in, they're actually talking to each other from their cell phone. The art of speaking will be lost. It's called ticking now. The art of speaking, which word should I say, is lost. The art of communication, the art of what tone of voice should I use, not necessary. We will lose our ability to communicate. We will lose our power of voice because we don't use it anymore. What a sad state of affair the world is in. And we think we're in the highest age of technology, where today everybody is a millionaire. Did you know that? Just about. If Canada has 33 million people, everybody who owns a house is a millionaire. Because your house is worth $1 million. But it's like saying it's worth 1 million rupees. It has zero value. I want us to think carefully about this. As we proceed in this world, let us not become victim of the tools that we create. Let the tools we create become tools that we will use to become better human beings, not lesser human beings. In the Ramcharitmanas, there is always a lesson, and you would think, how did they know about this artificial intelligence age? You mean 5,000 years ago they thought about this? Yep, they knew this was going to come. Because you see, according to the history and philosophy of Hinduism, this is not the first time the world has existed. It has existed and came to dissolution, and existed and came to dissolution a couple of times. The Abrahamic faith talks about the great flood. And when there is a personality by the name of Noah who God told to build an ark to save all the good people and all the animals, and then there was a total deluge and the world was washed clean, and then Lord says start over again. That story is very modern compared to the fact of the stories of ancient Hinduism, because we do believe they were deluge, and then the Lord came as Matsya avatar, a fish, and everybody was put into a boat, and then the fish pulled everyone to safety. But these kathas are not read anymore. But my point is here, the world is constantly in evolution, and we are going through the evolution ourselves. Our genes are evolving. Look at what's happening to COVID. The virus is adapting itself so quick we can't even cope to find out the antibody for how to win it. It's evolving. We, as human species, are evolving. Let us not evolve to become mechanical beings or electronic beings. Let us evolve to be highly enlightened human beings. For therein lies our greatest gift. In Ramcharitmanas, Sant Goswami Tulsidas tells us that in this world that we live in, we must consider the factor of faith. And if we have faith in our lives, we will ask ourselves the question, why has God given me all these abilities if I'm not to use them in some form of service? And the question is asked, and the answer is given. Doha. Tabla, Doha.
ग्राम नाम रता हनुमान की जय सियावर रामचंद्र की जय शरण। The personal touch of human relationship, being there, being near, listening, experiencing, feeling, expressing empathy, these tendencies of human interaction, if we take them away, we are robots. Sant Goswami Tulsidas says that we must live in this world devoted to my perfection, the Lord says. Prabhu Sri Ramchandra once says, be devoted to my perfections. Bhagwan ka perfection kaun hai? Who or what is the Lord's perfection? Hum sab. We are His perfection. We are the highest of the highest being. And He said, be devoted to my perfection in my name. Service to humanity in the name of God is called seva. He says, live life and serve. Now someone said, Panditji, if I had a robot, it will help me to take care of my grandmother. I wouldn't have to be there. I can just program the robot and send it over and says, give grandma her milk now. Possible, yes. But grandma would not get that personal touch. Or grandma will not see her grandchild. Or the grandchild will never experience the feeling and the expression of when they tasted the food that is not salty enough, not tasty enough. Oh my God, it's too hot. The robot doesn't respond. Or now they'll develop a robot to look at the grandmother's eyes and says, grandmother is crying. And to communicate to the grandson, by the way, grandmother is crying. The robot will now get the towel and wipe grandmother's tears. Siyapati Ramachandra Bhagavan ki. Let us pause. Let us pause. Too loud. Kya kar do? Let us pause for a minute to welcome our students from the Bhavya program. It is truly remarkable that on a Sunday morning, when it's snowy and blizzard-like conditions and cold, that we have so many children who arose from their beds this early. Of course, their parents arose with them to bring them to classes for religious education. Give them a big hand, please. And equally remarkable are those teachers who make this commitment that they have family responsibilities but still rise to be here every Sunday morning to teach these children. Give them a big hand, please. And we want to really appreciate all of these young people because they are the future and they're the ones who are endangered by artificial intelligence because they're easy victim. Every one of these children here, even from 4 up, can tell their grandparents how to program their cell phone, how to get things done, how to do everything with that technology when grandparents or parents have difficulties. It is in their genes. They pick it up so quickly. They're in the age whereby the only exposure they have is to this artificial intelligence. And they're doing well. They're grasping it like all young minds should do. But at the same time, I went up this morning to give tilak to all the children and I heard them chanting Bhagavad Gita. And Nirvana was teaching when I walked in and I listened to them pronounce the Sanskrit. And now she's repeating in breaking it up and they're sounding off. When you hear them, they're not sounding like artificial intelligent children. They're sounding like divine intelligent children. Now how does an artificial intelligent child sound? Is there emotions in their voices when they speak to their parents? Is there sweetness? Is there joy? Or is it very mechanical? Parents, take note and observe your children when they communicate with you. When you used to communicate with your parents, what was the tone of your voice and what was the state of your emotion when you projected? And what our children are doing today,
they are projecting as their influence by cold artificial intelligence. There's nothing more cold than that. Who amongst us have written a letter with their hand or take the time to type a letter to a friend or a family member expressing your feelings about them since you've not seen them, or you just want to connect it? Who has done that? Not an email, not a WhatsApp, but who wrote a letter to their family member? Put your hands up. Don't lie, please. One person, 2, 3, 4. You know what was the beauty of writing a letter? You have to sit and you're writing to your friend who you've not seen for a while. And you would start out writing this, let's say, dearest, whatever name, I'm writing to tell you that I'm sitting in my dining room. I just had breakfast. And this morning I did have excellent chapati and sabji, and it was made by myself. I can still smell the aroma that is still hanging around in the kitchen. I hope wherever you are, when you receive this letter, that you having such a great time. Do you think anybody write anything like that anymore? We say yo, ye, wo, ye, and catch you later, 5. And the words are, you don't even say the words because you type them, the words are coming up and it's going in and filling in the slot. So you don't need emotions to express in the words. There are 0 emotions in the words, they're just words. Try writing a letter. Take the time, write it on, and by the way, talking about writing, you mean actually write it with a pen? Have you noticed the handwriting status, the written words of our children these days? What quality is it? Not very impressive. Because that is not the priority. Click, 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 click. We have a dictionary check for you, spell check. So they do not know how to spell. They do not need to know grammar, syntax, nothing. It's all done for you. Why do you need to be intelligent? We are moving into a very dark age whereby we are limiting our God-given gifts. We need to go back into Renaissance of reigniting these natural tendencies and still have the benefit of the modern day artificial intelligence. I hope my message today is meaningful to all. As parents, as children, as teachers, as those who, all of us, we motivate others or we influence others' lives. We can only be influential in a positive way if we're engaged in a human way with our intellect, our emotions, our love, understanding, forgiveness and compassion. No artificial intelligence can ever recreate those human emotions. Sirapati Ramachandra Bhagavan ki Jai. The Doha that I just chanted. Serve my perfection in my name and be devoid of arrogance. Put away our egos. Put away that we want to impress the world that we have all the latest technology. Or we have to buy the car that have all the clicks inside. Or we have to have that, whatever technology it is. No. You know how many of us have technology that we don't know we have or we never use it? Or we paid for it in the package. It's there. How many people use Excel spreadsheets? Put your hands up, please. I hope everybody does. What? How many people use Excel spreadsheet? Put your hands up high. Oh, thank you. By the way, how many of you know the origin of the Excel spreadsheet? What was it called before it became Excel? It was a product of Apple, by the way. It was called VisiCalc. Many of you are too old, not old enough to remember that. I happen to be one of the people that work with it in this initial stage. When Apple made the first desktop computer, it was a little flat top that sat on a desk. They came out with the first desktop computer and they came up with VisiCalc, which is supposed to be a very, very sophisticated calculator. It could add, subtract, divide, multiply at fast pace. Is that what we use it for today? How many of you use it again? Put your hands up, please. 99% of the people use it just to add, subtract, multiply, and divide. But it now has a database background. What is it called? Access. Anybody know that? Access. It has a database with a schema at the background. Those of you in technology will understand what a schema is. And in that structure, you can create all kinds of programs with a simple thing. There was a calculator, but had such potential that no one knew the potential because they've never looked at it other than a calculator. It can add and subtract and divide, but it can sort. It can do evaluations. It can do so many things. But one has to have the knowledge, the human intelligence, of how to apply this technology in a most meaningful way. My point is, the artificial intelligence is good. We must have the human integrity, human intelligence of how to apply that artificial intelligence, that it does not become negative to our existence or disastrous, but only support our initiatives of being better and better human beings. Siyapati Ramachandra Bhagavan ki Jai. Let me take this opportunity to welcome each and every one of you here today and to express our sincere condolences to the Puri family. Today, they have sponsored Preeti Bhojan in memory of the beloved mother, Mrs. Raj Puri. Raj Puri was a member of our seniors group, and the family, in their words, want to express, we would like to thank the Mandir for creating an atmosphere of welcome, respect, and being such an important part of this senior's life. A special thanks to all the volunteers who organize the senior events with such love and care. Give those volunteers a big hand, please. Those of you who might have brought prasad today, prasad, if you brought prasad to offer, please bring your prasad and come where Pandit Tiwari is by Ganeshji. Place your prasad there as we shall offer bhog.
आवो भोग लगाओ मेरे मोहन, आवो भोग लगाओ मेरे मोहन, लगाओ मेरे मोहन, बिलिन के बैर सुदाम के तंदुल, बिलिन के बैर सुदाम के तंदुल, रुचि रुचि भोग लगाओ मेरे मोहन, दुर्योधन को मेवा त्याग्यो, को साग विदुर भर आयो मेरे मोहन, आवो भोग लगाओ मेरे मोहन, आपकी वस्तु आपके आगे, आपकी वस्तु आपके आगे, आपकी वस्तु आपके आगे, प्रेम सहित अपनाओ मेरे मोहन, ऐसा भोग लगाओ मेरे मोहन, ऐसा भोग लगाओ मेरे मोहन, सब अमृत हो जाओ मेरे मोहन, आओ जो कोई इस अमृत को खाए, जो कोई इस अमृत को खाए, सो ही अमर हो जाए मेरे मोहन आओ मेरे मोहन आओ भोग लगाओ मेरे मोहन। सभी लोग बोलो कृष्णा
कृष्ण
चिल्ड्रन एवरीबॉडी बोलो कृष्णा
कृष्ण
अर्पणम। We want to take this opportunity to thank all of you for joining us here this morning in present in the Mandir and those who have joined us on social media. We notice that some of you are wearing masks. We compliment you. We must use our own judgment to know our health conditions, and in the interest of all, if you can, please do. The government has not enforced this, but they've cautioned us that it's advantageous to wear masks when you're in large gatherings. We will continue to prepare our Priti Bhojan for takeaway. We're not opening up the banquet hall for dining because of this condition, and we hope that soon we shall be able to have total freedom. But while that is not clear, it is advisable, especially for those who might be ill or who may have some kind of a viral condition. As you know, right now, what is it called?
RSV.
RSV, what is it? Respiratory? Voice? Okay, it's respiratory conditions whereby they're negative conditions. If you have any of those conditions, please then be cautious for yourself and for the welfare of others. We want to ask everyone to stand for Aarti. Our seniors will do Aarti first, and then followed by our Valvyat children and their parents, and then everyone else. We have sanitizing team. Prema and Vidya, can you help us sanitizing, please? Get two jugs. Prema, they have it? Okay. Sri Ramchandra Kripalu Bhajuman Haran Pavai Dharanam Navakanjalo Chana Kanjamukapad Kanja Padakan Jaranam Kandarapa Aganita Amita Chabi Kavanila Niraja Sundaram Patitipamanam Darita Ruchi Suchi Now Janaka Sutavaram Vajudinam Neshadanam Nenta Panchani Kandanam Raghunanda Ananda Kanda Koshal Chanda Dasaratanam Dhanam Siramukutta Kundala Tilaka Charu Dar Anga Vibhushanam Ajanubhuj Sarachapudhar Sangram Jit Karadushanam Iti Vadati Tulsidas Shankar Shesha Muni Manaran Pranam Mama Hirdayakan Janivas Kurtamad Aledal Ranjanam Sri Ramchandra Navava Dharanam. Om Jai Jagadish Hare. Om Jai Jagadish Hare. Swami Jai Jagadish Hare. भक्त जनों के संकट दास जनों के संकट क्षण में बिन से मन का, स्वामी दुख बिन से मन का। सुख संपत्ति घर आवे, सुख संपत्ति घर आवे, कष्ट मिटे तन का। ओम जय जगदीश हरे। ओम जय जगदीश हरे। मात पिता तुम मेरे, शरण गऊ में किसकी, स्वामी शरण गऊ में किसकी। तुम बिन और न दूजा, प्रभु बिन और न दूजा, आस करूं जिसकी। ओम जय जगदीश हरे। ओम जय जगदीश हरे। तुम पूर्ण परमात्मा, तुम अंतर्यामी, स्वामी तुम अंतर्यामी। पार ब्रह्म परमेश्वर, पार ब्रह्म परमेश्वर, तुम सबके स्वामी। ओम जय जगदीश हरे। ओम जय जगदीश हरे। तुम करुणा के सागर, तुम पार करता, स्वामी तुम पार करता। जगदीश हरे। ओम जय जगदीश हरे। बच्चे सुनो और देखो, हाथ जोड़कर we clasp our hands in front of our chest. Parents show the children and we bow our heads. In this humble state, we give thanks to God. Today, हे प्रभु आप ही माता पिता भाई बंधु प्रीतम परिवार सर्वस्व है. Oh God, your mother, father, brother, sister, friend in everything. We appeal to you to be our constant guidance, our sustenance and protection as we continue to live in your world. We invite you to listen to the voices of our youths. Rudra, Dhruv and Rudra and Hasta leading us in closing prayers. And we have another young lady from our Bhabiyar program who is very engaged. Naam?
Gauri.
Gauri ji. So they lead us in prayers. Om Hari Om.
शान्ताकारं भुजगशयनं पद्मनाभं सुरेशं विश्वाधारं गगनसदृशं मेघवर्णं शुभाङ्गं लक्ष्मीकान्तं कमलनयनं योगिभिर्ध्यानगम्यं वन्दे विष्णु भवभयहरणं सर्वलोकैकनाथम्
Om Dha Shanti Antariksha Gum Shanti Prithvi Shanti Rapa Shanti Rushdaya Shanti Vanaspatya Shanti Vishwadeva Shanti Brahma Shanti Sarvagam Shanti Shantireva Shanti Sama Shantire. शीश झुकाकर धरती पर प्रणाम. We bow our heads touching the ground. Gurur Brahma Gurur Vishnu Gurur Devo Maheshwara Gurur Sakshat Param Brahma Tasmai Sri Guruve Namah. Tasmai Sri Guruve Namah. Asato Ma Tamaso Ma Mrityur Ma Sarve Bhavantu Sukhina Sarve Santu Niramaya
सर्वे भद्राणि पश्यन्तु मा कश्चित् दुःखभाग् भवेत् मा कश्चित्
Dukha Bhagavet.
बोले श्रीपति रामचंद्र भगवान की जय. उमापति महादेव की जय. गणपति भगवान की जय. लक्ष्मी नारायण भगवान
की जय.
सरस्वती माता
की जय.
शंकर भगवान
की जय.
जगदम्बे मैया
की जय.
बोलिए सब संतन
की जय.
सद्गुरुदेव महाराज
जी की जय.
अपने अपने माता पिता
की जय.
धर्म की
जय हो.
अधर्म का
नाश हो.
प्राणियों में
सद्भावना हो.
विश्व का
कल्याण हो.
धरती माता की
जय हो.
भारत माता की
जय हो.
नमः पार्वती
पति पते हर हर महादेव हर हर महादेव. श्री सच्चे सनातन धर्म की जय. मन शांति. Please be careful driving, walking outside. It is very slippery. And our seniors, please make sure you have extra warm clothing, extra socks, and gloves, and head wrap, the way to stay healthy. And juniors also to do this too. You need to dress warm also.
सभी लोग